Good afternoon and welcome to the Arima Velodrome where we are here. It's match day 2 of week 3 of the Ascension Football Tournament. We are here for a doubleheader and it's Central FC versus Westford, the first game, and the second game Central Soccer World versus AC Port of Spain. My name is Ian Wason and today I have some company. I am not lonely here in the commentary booth.
Hey Ian, it's good to be here with you at the Arima Velodrome, and we're here to see some exciting football and a brilliant day for football after a brilliant night of football in La Hoqueta.
And what a brilliant night it was. Terminix Rangers playing Moruga, and the first game was Defense Force versus Deportivo PF.
Maybe something on the opposite end.
That's a good pass. That's a good ball.
Akinola Gregory's touch, letting him down, but he does have a second opportunity. Opening up for Philip, and well, an easy trickle for Big Witness. They still keep it. Finds Brent Sam, 1v1 here. Cornwall, and well, put off his mark there, and not very good at the end from the. Looking for options. And a shot and wow, was certainly called into action there, bigger. And well, can they get one here from Kessa? And well, not sure he knew much about that, but he kept it out of him going, and only picks out Marvin Phillip. Well, that's a great turn from Alfred. Could be 1v1 here, Russell Alfred. But he's looking for options, and he picks the option to shoot. Can he get a good cross in? He does get a good cross in, but couldn't find the direction. Mark Ram and Point Force to come away with something here against the defense force.
It's a good ball. This could be trouble.
Nicely by winner. Coriat aimed at Quintero, and a chance opening up for Sadu. And wow, just missed his mark, Justin. Well, here's one of those threats, Kadeem Corbin, getting the ball into a good area, well cut out.
He's got to clear it.
He's lost that one. Well cut out.
He's got to clear it. He's lost
that one. And they've given up. Helps this team win a throw that they take quickly. And it's a chance opening up here. He's dragged down, but he's back on his feet. And it's 2-0 to La Hoqueta. Oh, that's a good ball on the inside, and a chance opening up. Oh, that's a good ball on the inside, and a chance opening up. Maruga. 17th minute. That might mean something to someone somewhere. 17th minute. That might mean something to someone somewhere. Well, here's Bryce. Oh, that's
boy.
Just giving away Bryce, and it's opening up a chance for Maruga, and they get a second. Here's Bryce. Oh, that's
boy.
Just giving away Bryce, and it's opening up a chance for Maruga. And they get a second. Moruga FC are still alive in this competition. With regards to the scoreline, as this one is floated in at the back post, and Turner again gets there, but he can't. As this one is floated in at the back post, and Turner again gets there. Oh, that's a good run again. This time from Asun, and Asun. Oh, that's a good run again. This time from Asun, and Asun. He nails it this time around, and there's nothing that Turner opening up Atula Guerra, and what a save that was. But it's well,
doesn't happen.
So chance opening up Atula Guerra, and what a save that was. But it's well, more of the same as the second half continues. The assistant agrees, and a shot opening up, and Turner couldn't get anywhere near that scorcher. And what a goal that was. Here's Isaiah Lee. Russell at the back door. Turner can't hold on. And wow, has he held on? Wow, he hasn't. And Ike Andrews gets his first in. And wow, has he held on? Wow, He hasn't. And Ike Manjus gets his first since cup.
That's brilliant action from the La Hocata Recreational Ground. Today, we spoke to the coaches and some key players to bring some context into today's match. We're here with head coach of Westfort, Ron Lafray. Coach, can you tell me how you feel about this game today?
Good. Again, this is our third game. You know, we have a couple of new faces that come in, so it's a bit joyful to see the new faces that came in, and I think we're supposed to put on a nice little show today for you all.
All right, coming off a win last week, how do you feel about your chances of getting another 3 points?
Good. Winning is enjoyment, you know. Nobody likes to lose, you know. So the team in good spirit, the club in good spirit, the supporters in good spirit. So we're looking forward for our next win today also.
You spoke about bringing in some younger players or some new players this week. Can you tell me, are you changing your tactics at all?
Changing?
Are you changing your tactics at all today?
Yeah, a little bit, slight change in the tactics, definitely. So with the new players that coming in, you should see a slight difference in terms of the tactics going forward.
All right, what do you expect from your opponent?
Well, again, too, I don't know them. Plain talk, I don't know them, but it seems to be like a nice team trying to aspire for great things, you know. So we'll take it as it comes, you know. We'll look at them in the first half and see how they move, what the things that they do, and try to adjust it the best way possible.
All right, the Ascension tournament, the games are coming quick and fast. How do you feel about the level of football that you've seen so far in the tournament?
Yeah, it's good, you know, because we were thirsty for this, you know. 2 years doing nothing, we were real thirsty for this, you know. So quick and fast, quick is the word, we all ready and prepared for it.
What are your expectations at the end of the season?
Again, too, I enjoy winning, you know, so my expectation, I would like to be in the top 3.
All right, then. I want to thank you very much for your time.
You're most welcome, sir.
Have a good game this afternoon.
Thanks a lot.
We're here with head coach of Central FC, Ross Russell. Can you tell me how you feel about today's match?
Well, I always confidence once I'm coaching. You know, I'm going into the game to win. You know, it's not about confidence, about the boys just going out and do what I implement whole week.
It's been a tough start to the tournament for you. How do you feel about your chances this year?
My chances are as good as every other team. You know, there's a lot of games to go still. I think my team started off behind everybody because we ended up a little late. Quite hard change of the guards. But I think I have a good chance as every other team in the league.
All right. Do you think that you're sorted out for the rest of the season?
Say again?
Do you think that all the issues in the back are sorted out for the rest of the season?
Not all. You know, football is a game that goes game to game, you know, and it will never be sorted out every day, you know, but it's coming. It's a work in progress. I think I'm taking care of it, and I think the guys are learning.
Can you tell me about any changes you have today in your lineup?
Well, we have 2 changes. The right back is out, that is Monrain, and the Costa is in, and the left winger is out. That is Terrell Roberts, and Williams is in.
Okay, what do you think those changes are going to do for the way that you play this afternoon?
It will add a little more speed and a little more attacking.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, not now.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We're here with Jacques Poon-Lewis, the goalkeeper of Westfort. Can you tell me how you feel about today's game?
I feel pretty confident, especially after coming out from a 1-0 win after having a difficult start to the season.
All right, like you said, you all had a tough start to the season, but you were able to keep a clean sheet last week. How did you feel about that?
It was very uplifting for not just myself, but a lot of the team, because after coming from a heavy defeat, the only thing you really want is to bounce back properly and to be secure at the back.
All right, what is the mood in the camp?
I think the guys are very excited and ready for the challenge, especially seeing that we're a relatively new team after having to adhere to the COVID guidelines in the country, not really being able to train for the past 2 years. It's been very good to see how the guys have come together to play as a unit.
All right, this is a young team. You say would you say that you all are still gelling?
It's funny that you would say that, because just there in the dressing room we were talking about gelling. We're all Trinidadians, so we should all have similar styles, so it should not really be as hard as you think to gel, but it does take a while for new people to come together and play well.
All right, what are your expectations for today's match?
Well, I'm a confident person, so I expect to win all the time, and as a goalkeeper I would like to have a clean sheet.
All right, thank you very much. Right, we're here with Kishon.
At the standings, where with that 11-2 win, La Hocata Rangers are on the top of the table. Now, if Central FC were to get a win, they would go on to 4 points and be fourth on the table, and Westford, who are currently 6th, can go third with a win.
Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity for both teams after a very tough start to the tournament. As we look at them just going to their final pieces, I expect a very strong game from both teams on this very good surface at the Arima Velodrome.
It's a good surface, but it's also a very dry surface. I was there on the field a little earlier, and it's very dry with the weather that we have been having. How do you think that will affect the play and the passing, things like that?
It's to be expected. I think that it's going to allow the players to keep the ball along the ground, but it's also going to cause some trouble in terms of fatigue and maybe a little pain in the boots. Some people may need to change out of their boots at halftime.
It was Westford who are defending the goal on the left. They are playing in the green, predominantly green jerseys with black shorts. They are coming off a 1-0 win over Moruga last week, and Central FC are playing, of course, in the white and will be defending the goal to the right of your screen. They are coming off a 3-0 loss to Cunupia last week. And they, of course, would have made some changes.
Yeah, of course, Central made 2 changes to the lineup this match. Terrell Roberts is out, and in his place is Mikel Williams, the number 11. Tario Mulrain is also out, and Leonardo Di Costa replaces him.
And I'm also seeing Leandro da Costa, who scored the equalizing goal against AC Porto Spain a couple of weeks ago. He gets another start, and good to see him starting on the pitch now. Westford have made a few changes themselves, and one notable player is number 17, former, well, I don't want to say former just yet, but a national player, Sean De Silva. Yeah,
Sean De Silva is in for Elton John. Osei Charles is out, he's a defender, and Adrian Laborde replaces him at right back. And Akil Morris is out, Josiah Joseph is in for him. He was the first goal scorer for Westford in this tournament.
And of course they are having to defend now as Javon Thomas is going to take this through. Westford, a team that might be new on paper, but in addition to Sean De Silva, they have experienced another national player, still I don't want to say former, but a national player in Karen Ballpest Cummings.
Yeah, I think Ballpest, everybody knows him because of his flair, his ability to get into areas that are dangerous to other teams, and he will be one to watch in this match this afternoon here.
Not starting or not even in the lineup today is former defence force man Josima Belgrave, so it's a very good team on paper, Westford FC, and teams would underestimate them at their own peril.
Yeah, before the match I was told that Josima Belgrave he's nursing a calf injury, so he's out after scoring that winner against Moruga at the police barracks ground last weekend.
So in the meantime, Central FC, a very young team, and I was talking to the coach Ross Russell. The oldest player on the team is a goalkeeper, but the oldest outfield player of their team is only 23 years of age. So it's a really, really young team that Central FC is fielding and nurturing.
Yeah, it's a good sign for local football, I think, Ian. A lot of players have been clamoring for their chance in the spotlight, and I think the Ascension tournament affords them that chance to really be seen and to be, called up for national duty.
And this is one of the players, number 4, one of the stoppers, Finike Thompson. He had caught my eye in the last couple of games, a player that I am seeing a bright future for in this young 20-year-old player.
Several players like that throughout the league, and I feel like we have the great front seat pass to look at these players, showing their goods after 2 years of inactivity. And it's wonderful football here from the midfield. You see no quarter being given in the early exchanges.
And that's number 20 for Central FC. According to what the paper we have here,
that's Shem Clausel.
Shem Clausel. And another player who have been doing quite well in the earlier couple games. He gets a start in front of Burke, Romario Burke, who starts on the bench today. 4 minutes gone. It's still a goalless game between Central FC and Westfort FC. And again, Finike just getting the ball away from the attacker and getting it to the goalkeeper, and they try to start an attack on the right side.
Yeah, both teams just, getting their legs in these opening minutes. It's promising to be a very exciting match between these two teams who really need to get on the board in terms of points. Of course, Westfort got their first win last weekend, and they'll be looking to make up some ground on the rest of the table.
So it will be keen to see Sean De Silva and the impact he would have in the middle of the park with their international experience and how he would team up with Kieran Cummings. But in the meantime, this is an attack from Central FC. The ball coming from Francois, looking for St. Rose, but St. Rose's first touch wasn't the best and not what he would have wanted.
Yeah, I think it's the first real opportunity of the match, squandered by St. Rose there. He'll hope to improve as the match goes along.
Thomas looking for some movement up front, but well headed away by O'Neill. A strong tackle from Da Costa. Miguel Williams trying to do a little bit of dribbling there, but couldn't get past his man.
Good defending there from Westfort to keep Central out. We have a corner, the first corner of the match.
Central FC with putting on some of the early pressure, and Clausel will walk across to take the corner, the first corner of the match, and he will swing it in with his right foot. And another chance here for Central FC. Another corner awarded, and some of the players, the Westfort players, would have protested that, but not vigorously. Another chance for Clausel to swing it in. Another chance here, another attack coming from, this is St. Rose. Playing it back to no one in particular, and a green shirt would pick it up.
Yeah, Westfort just doing well to soak up the early pressure from Central. They are obviously prepared to press them. Here comes Westfort.
De Silva looking to push forward. Well defended there by Fikili Thompson. Thompson have had first a couple solid games in the opening two rounds. Did quite well in the opening two games, and player who look like he can have a bright future on this header. No direction.
That's one chance each for both teams. We've seen them, get off the ball very early. And it's going to be a very exciting afternoon if they keep going like this.
Yes, and both teams recognizing the jump they can make in the standings if they get a favorable result. And here comes Karen Cummins on a good save by Farouk Katibi. Katibi in the Central FC goal, making his first real save in the match so far.
Yeah, I really feel that Cummings would have squandered that chance. It looked to be the first real chance. He was on the penalty spot and he should have done better, I feel. What do you think here?
Yeah, see, with the vast experience, look at the chance again, and Katibi making that save look a lot easier than it was supposed to have been. But now he releases Thomas. Thomas looking to pass one, he passes a second, he passes a third, and he has some movement. He plays it straight into Cornel Thomas. Going to be very difficult for St. Rose as he is between two taller and most sizable players. It's going to be very difficult for him.
Yeah, and Coach Russell told me he's playing a 4-5-1 this afternoon. I hope no Westford coaches are listening, but you know, St. Rose is in front by himself. He's not the tallest, but he does have great ability on the ground.
And Central FC is playing a very brave game. They're playing a lot of aerial balls, and of course they are not winning in the high department in this game, and it shows the confidence they are playing with. As this is Miguel Williams back to Javon Thomas. Thomas losing out to Laborde. Here comes Jakul Pierre, but Laborde battling with Jakul Pierre, who wins a battle. He has help in Miguel Williams. Another ball aimed in the air, but well dealt with by the Westford defense.
Just see
Cordell Samuel going forward. He has support. He waits too long to release his man, and he's caught in an offside position. So, and right to our right, one of the directors of Westford, Gordon Pierre, is not very happy with that play when Samuel could have easily played on his man a bit earlier.
for as long as I've known Mr. Pierre, he hasn't been very happy most times, but that would have made him, you know, that much more angry this afternoon.
He's very difficult to please.
Hard man to please. Former Woodbrook head coach brought them up into the senior division.
Cornel Thomas breaking up another play and another chance. This is Katibi coming out of his line for a very strong clearance. Well done by the defender, who was able to block out Cordell Samuel and allowing his goalkeeper to come and get the clearance.
We've seen some good football in the early stages here. It's time for both teams to settle down and make the most of their chances. And here's another one. Just wide. Another chance squandered. What do you think, Ian?
A very poor effort. Johnny McIntyre, who was one of the players who would have come in, he had a bit more time to settle the ball because no one was very close to him trying to take or block the ball. So he had a bit time and space to have done better than that. But nonetheless, Westford must be happy with the openings they have started to get in this game.
Yeah, they've certainly had the better of the opening 13 minutes of this match. They've had two real chances to score, and here comes Central. Again,
Miguel Williams is in an offside position, and both teams getting their fair share of offsides now, so they're showing the attacking mindset of these two teams. They are both mindful of the advance upward movement they can get with a win. Central FC can go fourth, and of course Westford can go third if they get the 3 points this evening. 14 minutes gone. It's still a goalless game between Central FC and Westford FC.
How do you feel about how the action has gone so far this afternoon here?
It's a nice action. Both teams trying to feel themselves out, feel out each other. Both teams had a couple openings, which is good. And of course, as you said earlier, it is setting up to be a very interesting clash.
Certainly, and here come Westfort again. This is Westfort's first corner of the evening, afternoon. Sun just setting behind the Arima Velodrome.
Sean De Silva will swing this one in with his right foot. Not a particularly good corner, but he will get another chance to swing it in. In fact, he would win another corner. As the second effort to swing it in was dropped, was blocked. Mr. Pierre shouting some instructions to one of his stoppers. The heads go up.
Good spell by Westfort here after soaking up some pressure early on, yeah.
Now that they have settled a bit, they're seeing they're starting to dominate the play. Central FC still brave, and of course with a very experienced coach like Russ Russell, who has in a 5-year period had won the Pro League twice with Defence Force and plus some cup tournaments, some cup titles. So of course we know that Russ Russell is a capable coach, and he can lead this Central team to some good times.
The header just going over bar as that spell of possession is broken. Here comes Central again.
Javon Thomas looking for Sean Clausel shielded by Kyron Joseph. Will be a throw here for Central FC. Still a goalless game after 17 minutes. It's Central FC 0, Westfort. They are still nil as well. So Westfort coming off a 1-0 win over Moruga FC last week at St. James Barracks. Here comes a strong move from Westfort. The referee says play on. We're looking for Miguel Williams. Laborde showing some skill there, some clever footwork. Creed coming across. Oh, missed control there. O'Neill, he did well to recover quickly.
You hear the instruction coming from way behind the touchline.
Mr. Pierre, very an enthusiastic fellow, shouting the instructions from right to the right of us. This is Clausel looking for some help. This is Da Costa looking for St. Rose, but the goalkeeper came out of his line. Faria stopped in his tracks. Fikile Thompson has some work to do here. Good work from Thompson. Thompson is showing that he can be a very good international defender for the red, white and black in the future.
Yeah, I think this is a great showcase for a lot of local talent that hasn't had a chance. And here we go with the first clear chance, really clear chance, squandered.
Now this is a chance here, St. Rose. We will look back and say, oh, I should have done better with this one, Jovan.
I think Jacques Poon-Lewis will also, take the kudos for this, for keeping his nerve, staying on his line, and effecting a very good save here in the 20th minute.
So both teams creating chances, both teams bringing out some saves from each other. And here comes Central FC with another corner. Thompson in an advanced position, getting the ball across, but not there to Acosta. Something can be opening up here for West Fort, but Jerkul Pier doing quite well, and running back is Javon Thomas, who just played over the line for a throw. Now I can't understand the thinking behind that. Instead of trying to clear the ball out, he just knocked it over to give West Fort a throw in a very advanced position.
I think he was just trying to be safe, and don't chance it up the field, especially under such pressure from the West Fort team.
Joseph looking for Cummins. Cummins has some movement. Some nice skill in taking down the ball aiming for Cummins, who seems to be playing as in a very advanced position, more of a second striker as opposed to a midfielder. No problem for Cornel Thomas. Jerkul Pier turning away from one. He's looking for some help and support. Clausel to Miguel Williams. Clausel is now going back to the Costa. No Jalmania Mulrain today on the right side. Francois looking to go past. He has support in the Costa. The Costa, and just across the face of the goal.
Oh, it's a very good chance there for Central. Coming into their own.
Central FC is growing into this game as well. A clever back heel to the Costa, and the Costa just missing the far post.
Finest of margins.
Faria turning away from his man, but didn't have the ball with him. Faria looking to play it on for St. Rose, but here comes Cummins as ball pest try to lob the goalkeeper.
There's the audacity we expect from Kieran Cummings. He's called ball pest for a reason. One of the more exciting players coming out of Trinidad and Tobago's leagues in recent years.
Thomas couldn't get there in time, but he wins the ball in an effort. He has some movement with St. Rose. Miguel Williams is on the left. He's looking for Williams, but picked out by the number 3 in O'Neill, Ryan O'Neill. And here comes a good falling back from Da Costa.
Well constructed move there from West Fort. They have another corner, and I won't put it past them to go ahead in this match. What do you think here?
It's a very nice game. It's an even game, you could say so far. Not no one team actually dominating over the other. Both teams getting their fair share of chances, even number of corners. It's a very interesting game. Sean De Silva looking to play this one. Another chance. This one going wide. Didn't get a touch as it went out, so it's a goal kick. Jerkul Pier turning away from De Silva. He has help in Clausel. Javon Thomas, he robbed a bit. And here comes West Fort. Good timely tackle He evades 2, lobbing the goalkeeper, and that's the header. But the referee assistant says ball pass was in an offside position, and that now they finally get the ball at the back of the net, Jovan, but here he just missed the offside trap.
Yeah, good invention there to get the ball across to him. I think, like I said before, I won't put it past Westford to really put themselves ahead in this match. Good football there in the attacking third.
"25 minutes gone, it's still a goalless game, although Westford actually got the ball at the back of the net, but it was illegally done as Kieran Cummings was in an offside position.
Sometimes it's good to get the ball into the back of the net, regardless of the referee's call. Kind of serves as a premonition for things to come.
Of course, and it also does a lot for your confidence, as Francois looking for Miguel Williams, and wait, that was another close call, and the referee's flag was not up, and that, I can say that Westford really escaped that one.
Another corner here for Central.
Westford escaping moments earlier. This is Javon Thomas with a throw. Francois just losing out. Laborde showing some skill, playing the ball, but loses out to Faria. Joe Cole Thomas using that looks like the Costa, number 17. But here comes Westford. This looks like Creed to Laborde, and loses out to Joe Cole Thomas, who carried it over the line. So it's a throw for Westford, as still a goalless game. Central FC had a very clear chance. Miguel Williams was put under some pressure by the goalkeeper. Still a goalless game.
Yeah, as expected, both teams giving as much as they're getting.
Surprising, it's still a goalless game with the chances the teams are creating for themselves. Very enthusiastic and demanding director Gordon Pear. I wouldn't want to be in the locker room with Gordon Pear after a loss.
Neither would I, and I would probably pack my bags instantly, especially if I was the player under the hairdryer.
Yeah, that a ball swung in from, and it's a shot that going wide. So Sean De Silva with a ball swinging in and an eventual shot going wide. Katabi just watching the ball without an effort to dive, as he knows exactly the dimensions of his goal post.
Both keepers with very little to do this afternoon. Now, of course, the Central keeper was beaten a short while ago, but that was flagged offside by the referee. Jacques Poon-Lewis on the other end, pretty decent save, but you know, basic bread and butter for a goalkeeper of this in this kind of tournament and of that kind of caliber.
Clausel trying to go past 2, he couldn't, and here comes another missed kick. So this is another chance for Clausel and the Central FC. This is Francois be pursued, and he now uses his support, but he doesn't use him wisely. The ball was not a particularly good one, so it's a throw for Westford. Both chances Both teams creating openings for themselves. We had earlier Cummings from the penalty spot. Wasn't a penalty, but an open play just on the penalty spot. Well saved by Katibi.
Here they come again. Here comes Westford. Clear chance again. And that's a goal!
The Central FC now trail 1-0 as eventually Westford goes ahead. Now it's quite difficult to see the numbers, but it's Josiah Joseph.
Yeah, great play there by Cummings and De Silva. Linking up to give Joseph the chance. Here we see the replay. Good one-touch football from both players. Finish right into the corner. Excellent football here from Westford. Do you think Director Pear is pleased at this point?
Knowing Mr. Pear, I'm still not sure. But this is the third time in as many matches that Central FC has gone behind. In the first game, they went behind very early and found the equalizer. Last week, they lost 3-0 to Cunupia. And now they find themselves behind again, but they can't count them up, can't count them out. And of course, they will back themselves to find a way back into this game.
You see the very stern face of Pear on the side as the teams get back into it. Little more pepper in the midfield as Central chase an equalizer.
And of course, on the bench, Ross Russell has players like Romario Burke at his disposal, Joshawn Thomas, players who can create an impact. But still a long way to go. Half an hour have just passed us. This is Fikile Thompson. Finding Thomas, Javon Thomas, cuts inside his man. He has Miguel Williams in support. Couldn't get past O'Neill. A mistake allows St. Rose. Isn't it across to Da Costa, who over the bar? I think Da Costa should have done better than that.
Yeah, I think it's a golden chance, especially at this point. You're down 1-0. You want to put the ball on target. Da Costa should have done better. That's good work from St. Rose, the lone striker in front for Central. They'll keep plugging away, of course. We are at the 33rd minute of the first half. It's an offside.
Sean De Silva on the right for Westford, looking for Cummings. He does find Cummings, showing some skill. Ball pass looking like his old self again.
Really good stuff, really good ball movement from Westford players. Back in the middle. Oh, miscue there from the Westford attacker.
Another mistake from O'Neill, but he recovers. And some holding there. He seems to have gotten away only just until the referee decides to blow, not for the foul, but for the... Yes, he does blow for the foul. So Joe Colpier winning the free kick for his team. And it's an interesting position. Clausel may not back himself to go to goal. He might want to get it across. Clausel, so Miguel Williams leaves. So it's Clausel will take this free kick.
And the possibilities are really endless at this point. Central want to be clever as they go in search of this equalizer.
Through awarded to Westford as Joe Colpier was able to get it over the line, and Laborde with the throw looking for Cummins, does find Cummins. Cummins looking for support only as far as Clausel. Faria looking to find Jukul Pierre, but Westford would. Now he comes again. This is Faria on the left. And keep in mind, this is a good move from Jukul Pierre. And so, and this was a half chance, but a very good move from Jukul Pierre. That's a classic drag. A drag that the last time I saw a drag like that was from Arnold Dorica.
Great days of Trinidad and Tobago football. Arnold Dorica, one of the players in the mold of great skillers in this world. Paul Pest, one of those players as well.
Of course. So Central FC getting a bit creative, but now they have some defending to do as Laborde is walking across to take this through. Of course, he has Kudel Samuel O'Neill trying to get it inside. A very high ball. Not out of danger yet, as Sean De Silva. Well defended from Da Costa, by Da Costa.
Yeah, I think De Silva has added a measure of control to the Westford midfield that he didn't have last week. Here's great chance for them. Paul Pest recovering the ball.
Too close to Katibi. As Katibi will try to start it early for St. Rose. Cornel Thomas to De Silva to Joseph, Kyron Joseph. Back to Cornel Thomas. Thomas looking for Kodal Samuel, but he is in an offside position. Francois, he has Da Costa, he has Jukul Pierre. Who does he use? He uses Da Costa. Da Costa has Miguel Williams and St. Rose up ahead. And Francois making the run. But the ball played into the part of Cornel Thomas, who would win the goal kick. Westford having won 1-0 last week, they are leading again this week in a very comfortable position. Not too comfortable, 1-0 you can never be too comfortable, but another opportunity. Looking for the goal scorer, but Da Costa just bounces him off the ball, and his brother will do the final clearance.
Yeah, Leandra and Leonardo playing this week. Leandra, a late inclusion in the starting lineup for Tario Mulrain.
So he has replaced former Trinidad and Tobago international, his son, son of Travis Mulrain, missing out today, late injury.
No indication of an injury, but it certainly is at the coach's discretion to shuffle and try to find the right combination of players, especially this early in the season when you're looking for points.
Thomas to Williams, who is making his first start today, and of course Williams with the number 11 has made a good impression getting his first start.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's put in a good shift this afternoon. It's still a whole half of football and a couple of minutes in the first half, but so far he's done pretty well for me.
And he's getting you can see the chemistry between Williams and Jukul Pierre. They're doing quite well, and Shem Clausel. So it's a good combination of youth players at the disposal for Ross Russell.
Yeah, I think both sides have really good youth players at their disposal. One side, of course, is doing a lot better in the goal column, and There's still, like I said, a lot of football to play, and see how it pans out for both sides.
As Coach Ross Russell has been reiterating, it's a very young season, very early. This is only the third game, and he still has a lot of time to do some shuffling around, as he mentioned, to get the right combination. As a ball is played towards the St. Rose. St. Rose tries just over the bar. Another opening here for Central FC.
That's great invention from St. Rose. He's not the tallest player, but he's able to put the ball down and really carve out opportunities for both for himself and the other players on the team. Here we see that chance. Just eyeing up that far post. Tough luck. Score is still 1-0 after 41 minutes. In the 41st minute, sorry.
Da Costa looking for Francois. Francois evades two. He's looking for some movement. Jukul Pay to turn around for the ball. No problem for Katibi, who has been beaten only once so far in this half. It's 41 minutes gone. Central FC trailing West Fort, scoring through Josiah Joseph. Sean De Silva in his first match for West Fort.
Invaluable presence, Sean De Silva. The experience that he brings to the team, the calm that he brings to the midfield. It's really Paul Pest Cummings at the front, and has given them the lead.
Javon Thomas looking for Jukul Pay, but cut away by Kyron Joseph, sorry. Creed on the left. This is De Silva looking for Ball Pest Cummings, Kyron Cummings. Clausel doing some good defensive work, looking to start something with Jukul Pay, but out of his reach, and the ball is now played back to the goalkeeper.
I think Clausel has the right idea for Central. One of those creative players. Don't allow them too much time on the ball. We know how dangerous they can be, and we see De Silva coming very low for the ball, so they have to kind of stick to him so they don't lose him in the play, as they did for the first goal of this afternoon's match.
They might be a young team, but Central FC still are the reigning Pro League champions. They won the last time they had a Pro League.
For sure, and the Pro League, that may be a distant memory to football fans in Trinidad and Tobago. So, you can't really... They'll continue.
And under the guidance of Ross Russell, it can be guaranteed of success for this young team. This is Miguel Williams and St. Rose. Now Jukul just ahead of Jukul Pay. Just maybe a yard too short. A yard too slow. Couple inches too short. The ball is opening up here for St. Rose. St. Rose, good recovery from the goalkeeper. He was already beaten, and just as when St. Rose was going for goal, the goalkeeper made one last effort.
Before the match, Poon Lewis, spoke proudly about his clean sheet last week against Moruga, and you can see him doing the work to keep another against Central.
Good work from Fikile Thompson. Sean De Silva. Well done from Katibi.
Probably.
Miguel Williams. Good pass to Javon Thomas. Let's see what he can do. Good recovery. Ball is coming across to, looking for Francois. This is Jacob Pierre, but now it's with Katib Thompson. And that's the half-time. It's Central FC trailing Westfort, leading 1-0 a goal from Josiah Joseph.
Yeah, I think, like I said before, Westfort did look like they had more adventure in them. And they really looked for that first goal, and they got it. Efforts have surely paid off. It's 1-0 at the end of the first half.
So we'll just wait for some of the highlights that will come up. And of course, the highlights will show some openings for both teams. As we take a look at the Arima Hospital, this is some highlights from Westfort attacks.
Westfort go forward. Should have been the opening goal from Karen Cummings. Another great chance for Westfort.
And just going wide off the post. Another opportunity, some staunch defending, and this is Joseph playing to the offside Karen Cummings. Miguel Williams had a fine first half. This is Joseph, this is a goal, putting it past Katibi.
Great build-up play here. Cummings and De Silva combining well. All just buried in the old onion bag.
And that's the look of a stern Gordon pair.
Forever dissatisfied Gordon pair.
And that's the highlights. It's half-time. We will leave you here for a brief moment. When we come back, a second half action. It's Westfort 1, Central FC 0. And welcome back. We are watching some good football here at the Arima Velodrome. It's Westfort leading Central FC 1-0. We are getting ready to start the second half. And a very good goal scored in the first half by Josiah Joseph. That's the difference between both teams, as Westfort are looking for their second consecutive win after beating Moruga last week. Now they have made a couple changes, and of course we'll find out what are these changes.
At halftime, we have Laborde, that is Akel Laborde, sorry, coming on for Morris. That is the number 1 moment, please.
And the changes. Well, while we await the confirmation, let's look at the kickoff of the second half. So no changes yet for Central FC.
Yes, sorry, that was Akil Morris on for Adrian Laborde, the number 22. And Terrell Burgos comes on for Johnny McIntyre.
You know, McIntyre was one of the players. I know Mr. Pierre, the director, wasn't, according to what I was hearing just to the side of us, he wasn't particularly happy with McIntyre's performance in the first half. Referee just making sure all is well. Making sure all is well. With Ryan O'Neill. He seems to be okay. So we start action. This is Creed. Creed looking to charge forward. Here's De Silva. De Silva has Joseph. Joseph looking for support. This is Morris, who has just come on. Joseph looking to send Morris. A good take from Katibi.
Yeah, he'll be happy to just hold on to that one early on. You see Real Westfort coming back out. The same kind of spirit, same kind of determination to put Central on the back foot.
So France were benefiting from an infringement that will allow that's Faria to take this free kick on the right side. Central FC still looking to find a way back into this game. They are down only 1-0, so Westfort cannot be happy with a 1-0 lead or cannot be comfortable. This is Francois way over the bar. He should have done much better than that.
Yeah, again, you know, the finishing just letting down the Central players. And we have a player down on the field. As the rhythm section behind us gets into full gear. This is the second half of the first game of a doubleheader at the Arima Velodrome. We see one of the game's main protagonists, Keron Ball Pest Cummings, always in the thick of action.
So Ryan O'Neill will walk off gingerly off of the field, not looking particularly comfortable. He will leave the field for more attention, and so that Westfort will play temporarily with just 10 men. Well, they would actually make a change as number 14 has now entered the game for Westford. Just to get some confirmation, that's Ada Williams. Not, no. Why, yeah. Ada Williams is the number 14 for Central. So this is Wiley coming in for Westford. He replaces O'Neill, Ryan O'Neill. The ball is played behind Sean De Silva. This is Faria. Faria has support. Getting it back, looking for Thomas. Thomas, seeing Thomas. This is a chance, but well done by the goalkeeper, St. Rose, but he was in an offside position. So Central FC starting the second half brightly.
Yeah, Poon Lewis really sticking to his task, not looking at the referee, not looking at the linesman, getting out there to keep St. Rose at bay.
Battle here for, and he's pulling the jersey. The referee allows that. Here's St. Rose. St. Rose has support. Miguel Williams uses, that look like Clausel. Clausel tries a shot from distance, just hitting the bar, hitting the crossbar, just grazing the crossbar.
Yeah, we've spoken about Westford coming out with determination, but here's Central again showing that they have what it takes to really bring themselves back into the game, just millimeters away from the equalizer.
Maybe Central FC just wanted that rhythm section to play since they came on in the second half with the music. Their tempo have been lifted. Good strong header from number 4, Fakile Thompson. Fakile Thompson have been having a very good game, but he kind of reminds me of Ansel Elcock.
You're finding these good parallels to players, you know, hopefully they can become their own players in their own right and really make a name for themselves in this tournament.
This is Miguel Williams. He has St. Rose in the center, but DaCosta trying to find St. Rose, but he found Conil Thomas, who clears it for a throw. It's a corner, in fact. Faria will go to take this corner. He will swing it in with his right foot. Cummins looking for Samuel. DaCosta is with him.
It's a great ball across the pitch. Opening up the play here, Westford turning the ball well. And it was from here that they scored their winner last week against Moruga FC. Of course, Moruga falling to a very heavy defeat this evening. Josimar Belgrave, the scorer of the goal last weekend, is not there, but they have some capable shooters, wouldn't you say, Ian?
Yes, of course, and talking about heavy defeats, I understand the national team did well.
Yeah, you know, just at halftime we saw that the national team beat Turks and Caicos 13-0 at the Turks and Caicos Academy, Football Academy, to go on top of Group F in the CONCACAF W qualifiers.
Can't remember when last any Trinidad and Tobago team would have won 13-0.
It's good to be on the on the giving end, so to speak, of those kinds of margins. Will encourage the team going into the last match in Tobago. There's a shot just over from De Silva, well over from De Silva. Central get the ball rolling immediately.
St. Rose trying to be a bit cute, but this is the Costa looking for his goalkeeper. This is Miguel Williams. He has one. He beats one. He has St. Rose. St. Rose! Well saved by the goalkeeper, who has been having a very good game so far.
Yeah, you know, Poon Lewis really showing his class. Not panicking, not coming off his line. Both times he was one-on-one with a player. Actually, it was both times with St. Rose, and you know, showing him that he has the better of him this afternoon. He'll have to come much better than that to beat him.
Miguel Williams again. Francois was calling for it, but the ball didn't get past Thomas. Thomas doing some good work in the back. The ball is played for. It's now played for Samuel, but Samuel is in an offside position.
Central hasn't made any changes just yet, but they have 3 players warming up on the far side. And here, I think it's the commentator's curse here, and we spoke about Poon Lewis having a very solid game, and here we go.
Well, of course, Central FC will continue coming. They don't care how much of a good game he's having. They need to equalize. St. Rose, and straight to the goalkeeper again. Now St. Rose is his 3rd chance, and each time he couldn't get past Poon Lewis.
Yeah, I think Poon Lewis may have his number this evening. Let's not speak too soon. Let's not blight it. So good so far. So far, so good. Sorry, from Poon Lewis. Here come Westford. Oh, what a goal! Golazo!
Brilliant goal. Da Costa and Fikele Thompson tried their best, but of course, because his size, he's a big guy, so it wasn't hard for him to fend off the attacks, and he did pass. Brilliant to pass the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it looked like he was holding up the ball, waiting for somebody else, but there you have it. He went all the way, and that's 2-0 for Westford. Wonderful strike there from Cordell Samuel.
So Samuel, very good goal to open his account in this game. Open his account for the season. Westford with a 2-0 lead. They have a 2-0 cushion, a cushion they would enjoy, because Central FC looked very dangerous and they looked like they were in a position to equalize. I wonder what would be going through St. Rose's mind, as he have been getting the chances, but he's not converting the chances.
Yeah, 3 chances, 3 clear-cut chances, 3 one-on-one chances. Really should be at least level in this match. The captain has to take responsibility, put his hand up. As Westford continue to press for more goals on this good afternoon in Arima. Nice little crowd trickling into the Arima Velodrome.
Well, I must say this Central FC unit has a very bright future.
Yeah, for sure. We've seen very promising performances from the number 8, Jercole Pierre. Mikael Williams has also looked good in certain spaces. They just haven't had the telling touch this evening to give themselves a chance in this match so far.
Da Costa with a clearance at the back, not allowing Joseph, the earlier goal scorer, any look at the ball. Miguel Williams has been at the center of every attack. This is Jerkle Pierre cutting inside his man. Very educated left foot. This is Francois. A shot straight to the goalkeeper again, this time coming from Clausel. Here's an opening. This is Centros not having the support that he would have liked, but here comes to Francois, the first touch. Cummins playing a 1-2 with Silva. He has Faria for company, gets past Faria. Missed pass, he thought Jerkle Pierre was continuing with a run. As Ross Russell is getting ready to make another change, his first change in fact, and we're gonna see Josh Phillip for the first time into the game, and also it looks like Romario Burke.
Here's another chance. Oh, no one able to get that ball. More good work there from Cordell Samuel. That one is just wide of the upright from the number 6, Brendan Creed.
Centros. Francois. Looking for Centros. Well saved by the goalkeeper this time. What a game Poon Lewis is having.
Yeah, that's 4-0 if we count in saves against St. Rose. Poon Lewis getting the better of the lone striker for Central. Here we see it again. Clear chance, another clear chance. Another great save from Poon Lewis.
The corner on the far side, it looks like Clausel is going to take this corner. Not sure what ball press wanted to do there. So Da Costa is making sure that his brother, his twin brother, is getting some attention. It doesn't look, that's Leandro Da Costa, who felt a niggle after that tackle on Sean De Silva. But it's a triple change for getting ready. Central is getting ready. That's going to see Josh Phillip, Jerick Williams, and Romario Burke all getting ready to enter the game. Well, St. Rose looks like to be one that is coming off. So St. Rose is one that will give way. He had 4 chances, 4 clear chances, but he couldn't get past Poon Lewis. So it's the number 16 coming on. That's Josh Phillip.
Yeah, you know, and I think Poon Lewis may have done St. Rose, you know, no favors this afternoon. Tough afternoon, you know. Every forward wants to at least get one in if they have all those chances, all those clear-cut chances. Tough, and we have some changes now that will try to do better against.
Well, Romario Burke has come on as well as Jerick Williams, but Jukol Pierre has left the field. So Jukol Pierre, one of the players who had a very good game so far, but it seemed like he would have been running out of breath.
Yeah, it's been a tough afternoon, and you have to remember that these players are looking for match fitness after 2+ years on the sidelines.
Not sure of the third change, who the third change would have come on for. It looks like Clausel. So Clausel would have made way for Romario Burke. Of course, they would be playing in a similar position, especially with the similar numbers, 10 and 20. The fourth official doesn't have the luxury of using that instrument that he would let us know of the change.
No matter, Central still looking for that valuable first goal that would put them in some kind of position to challenge for points in this match.
They have 24 minutes to get back into the game, and with a triple change of Williams, Phillip, and Burke, let's see if any change in personnel at the top can bring something different. De Silva looking to play Samuel, but given away to Central FC, looking for Miguel Williams. The two captains battling, as Francois would have inherited a captain armband, as St. Rose would have left.
And that midfield pair for West Fort really controlling the tempo of the game. That's Cummings and De Silva, showing their national pedigree. Tracking back, finding the key passes.
Da Costa rubbed, and well saved by Da Costa. Da Costa covering for his brother, who allowed Josiah Joseph a looking. Creed trying to go back to Cummins, but here comes Francois now for Central FC, looking for Miguel Williams. And I must say, the touches from these guys, the control has been very good.
Yeah, it's really good to see that the basics are still happening. You know, the guys are still in control, they're still passing the ball well. Still very much looking like top players. As the season goes by, you'll find more match fitness coming into play.
Francois doing some dancing. Miguel Williams Thomas. Thomas headed away from Cornel Thomas. Fikile Thompson, another strong tackle from the young 20-year-old.
Yeah, he's been picked out this evening, even though his team is down 2-0. He's having a very bright future, not just for Central, but maybe in the national setup.
A nice build-up. This is Francois, but he couldn't pass Thomas. The dreadlocked Thomas winning the ball from him, making it look very easily. Good touches from Sean Da Silva. Good touch from Joseph.
Yeah, really good approach play from Westport still.
Another change for Central FC. Joshon Thomas is looking to enter the game. We'll await to see who he's coming on for. They have to communicate that. So he comes on for Miguel Williams, who would leave on the far side of the pitch. Of course, the fourth official doesn't have the board with the numbers, so they have to communicate verbally. And so Joshon Thomas would take his place on the left side of the field. A mistake from Thomas, but he recovers well. Creed. Ross Russell rolling back the years of his time between the posts.
I'm sure he'd want to run on the field right now, strip down into his old kit.
Another change. So Aki Laborde is coming on for Adrian Laborde. Not sure of the relations, but here comes Burke. Burke is brought down, but he gets the ball at the back of the net. But it's the goalkeeper is protesting, but a goal has been scored. The ball crossed the back of the net, so the advantage would have been played, and therefore it would count as a goal for Central FC, who would pull back one. And that's the change. The change from Ross Russell, bringing on his changes, and is one of the substitutes. Laborde, not Laborde, but sorry, Burke, Mario Burke would have scored. Central FC pulling back 1-2. One of the changes Ross Russell would have made, Mario Burke got a bit of help from the defender.
Yeah, I don't think he had much of an idea of how it went in, but I think they'll be grateful to finally be on the board at the Velodrome this evening.
And of course, it's easily to come back into the game when you are just one goal down, and that would give them a lift. That would give the team a lift for they to play in the remaining 17 minutes or so in this game.
Yes, but as you see, also the most vulnerable right after you scored. Westford have another corner here. See Cummings on the far side.
Thomas looking for support, but just for Jerry Williams. Ball coming across the face of the goal! Just over the bar! My word! Burke. No, that's France. That's Romario Burke. Very, very, very close to an equalizer.
He shakes his head. He knows it's a golden opportunity on the 6-yard, onto the cycling track.
And Ross Russell with those changes, he's looking like a genius of a coach.
Yeah, you spoke about his experience, his know-how, his track record. It's all coming into play. Of course, Ron Laffery is no slouch.
Ball looking for Samuel. Cummings, well saved by Katabi.
Westford know they have to play for it now.
This is perhaps one of the better games of the tournament so far.
Yeah, after the first 2 rounds, it's really exciting to see teams coming into their own and finding that touch of class, even in the late stages of the match.
Burke is brought down, he wins a free kick. Tried to take the free kick quickly, but they're too close. The defenders were too close. This is a weekend of big scores. We talked about a big score yesterday between Terminex Rangers. Now, today, the national women's team won 13-0. Chelsea winning 6-0. All those Chelsea fans would have won their voices back. They would have found their voices today. And I'm now seeing that Paris Saint-Germain would have won 6-1 today with 2 hat-tricks, one from Neymar and one from Mbappe.
Yeah, sometimes it goes like that. You could have had a big score here, but 1 or 2 players just missing their marks. Not finding the back of the net when they should have, when it looked much easier to score.
Another big score coming from Celtic. Celtic getting 7 past St. Johnstone in the Scottish League. But here is that's the Costa. The Costa who is jogging gingerly. His brother just had some discomfort himself now. He will just get some added on attention. So Central FC would play with 10 men. Just briefly though.
Here comes Central again. Just not able to muster another chance. In the 80th minute here.
Samuel with a lot of space and room on the left. He's pursued by a Josh Phillip. So another change, getting ready at the side. Jalmenia Mulrain. He seems to be coming on for Leonardo da Costa. So this looks like a personnel change instead of a tactical change. Da Costa still limping on the bench, so Jalmenia Mulrain would make his entrance, replacing Leonardo da Costa. Jalmenia replacing da Costa. It seems it's sounding like a Brazil match.
Yeah, and we have a little samba-esque rhythm section behind us here.
Cummins looking to urge his team forward. Cross is coming in. Katibi does well to catch the ball.
They're still giving Cummings a little too much time for my liking. Even if they want to get back into this match, they have to shut off the supply. He's been a thorn in their side for most of this evening.
Laborde controls. Ball is looking, and this is another chance, but well done by the defense, getting the better of Jashon Thomas. Another one of the changes Ross Russell would have made.
Yeah, like you said before, very inspired coaching there from Ross Russell. I think they have enough time to still squeeze something out of this match.
They have just over 7 minutes to do so, plus whatever added stoppage time. It will be difficult for us to determine how much stoppage time is given because, of course, the fourth official doesn't have his board. This is Laborde on the far side, gets past one. The ball is going towards Cummings, but the goalkeeper, Katibi, does well. Miss pass. Good skate tackle from the number 17, Leandro da Costa. Seems to be in a spot of bother now. His brother just leaving the field now. Ross Russell always dapperly dressed. Not happy at the moment. His team is still trailing by a goal with just over 6 minutes to go. Westford leading 2-1 with goals from Josiah Joseph and Cordell Samuel. one of the goal scorers there, Cuddle Samuel. Jerick Williams going to ground has won the free kick. Some members of the AC Port of Spain team getting ready for their match. This the second match of the doubleheader. They are just taking a closer look. How close can you get watching this game? A ball looking for the front man, Joshua Thomas. Couldn't get there as he has been shielded by the defender, Ross Russell, the coach of Central FC, looking on.
I don't think he's had a seat for the whole second half.
No, he didn't. Another fine piece of work from Fikile Thompson, who continues to impress.
Yeah, really good shift from him despite the scoreline. Can't be held accountable for all the goals, but he's done pretty well for himself.
I don't think the goals didn't come through him. He cannot be blamed directly for those goals. But this is his third consecutive solid game that he's having.
Yeah, and consistency is key at this level as well. You always want to come forward and give your best every match.
A ball coming across the face of the goal, but cleared away by Mulrain. I know there are a lot of options. I know the national coach, Angus Sieve, is a coach always willing to look at younger players, look at new players. And now that the Ascension Football League and a ball is coming across the face of the goal, no danger for Poon Lewis. Now the league has started back, I know that Angus Sieve must be impressed with some of the players, individual players that he would have been seeing for the past 3 weeks, for the past 2 weeks, and this is the third week.
Yeah, he's spoken about looking at the games and really paying attention to the kind of football that's being played. Of course, these games are available online and on television, so he has an embarrassment of riches when it comes to research, and it will go forward. It will really help moving forward into the Nations League.
So Trinidad and Tobago have a very, some people are saying that going down to the second tier of the Nations League is a bad thing, but if you win the second tier, you're not only promoted to the first tier, you also get direct qualification to the Gold Cup. And it's easier than playing in the first tier and having to struggle against the likes of USA and Mexico and teams like that. So it's a blessing in disguise to be playing in the second tier of the Nations League.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for Trinidad and Tobago to really rebuild the senior men's program, especially after a long period of inactivity. Most footballers in this country haven't been able to play football for very long. And I think the B League is an ideal opportunity for us to really, put our mark back on CONCACAF and really advance to the higher reaches of the game that we reached in 2006.
And it's also good for the coach once you have a long ball is played forward, but no problem for Poon Lewis now. And it's also very good that he have a luxury of time. He has the luxury of time. He's not given a 1-year contract or a 5-month contract or a 3-year contract. He has time where he can build a team, and he shouldn't be put under pressure.
Yeah, I think a lot of former coaches. Hold on, and we have another chance here.
This is
and
the
equalizer!
Romario Burke, Ross Russell, the genius of a coach. One of the changes he would have made in the second half, and he scores the double, and it's game on. It's 2-2.
Yeah, the first one he didn't know much about it, but this second one for sure, given way too much space, I think Westford would have turned off. Look at the defenders, everybody at sea. Poon Lewis beaten again, convincingly this time, 2-2.
And I can bet you all the money I have in my pocket, which is none, that Mr. Pierre is not a happy man at the moment.
Yeah, we can see him from here, and I struggle to look across. I don't want to get the evil eye, as they say. It's been up 2-0 for most of this game. Now they're, 2-all, and Central seems to be in the ascendancy. Some good changes here by Russ Russell.
And the momentum is with them now. Westford is still having a much to say in this game, so we are in the 90th minute. We can't say from here how much added on time there will be, but somehow the fourth official will communicate that with the man with the whistle.
Took a while to get there, but this is the kind of game we expected. Both teams really fighting to get a share of the points. Let's see if one can grab all of them. We're into time added on.
The fourth official is watching at his watch, so he's aware, he knows how much time he's adding on. But of course, we can't say from here. We are in stoppage time, but we don't know how much time is added. Of course, the fourth official does not have the board. But we are in stoppage time. A late goal now can certainly be the winner for either team, and both teams are aware of it. Mulrain with a throw. This is Thomas. This ball fall into Francois. Francois losing out, and a bit of a confusion by Westford. We are in stoppage time. 92 minutes. We are in the second minute of stoppage time. We don't know how much, but there were some stoppages. The Costas, a couple of players were nursing some niggles. Burke twisting and turning. Here comes Francois. Francois, the shot blocked and not out of danger yet. The shot come in blocked. 3 minutes of stoppage time. We understand it's given. We're in the last minutes of stoppage time, and here comes, and the referee's assistant flag is up. Just a matter of seconds to go in this encounter between Central FC and Westford. It's a 2-all game. Faria turning away from his man. And that's the final whistle. A 2-all game. Of course, Central FC will be the happy of the two teams, as they have been trailing 2-0. And looking at a disappointed Westford team, having been leading 2-0. And of course, we will be joined, Jovan Ravello will be joined at the side of the pitch with one of the players. We'll wait to see who he will be speaking with. But it's Central FC 2, Westford 2. Westford leading 2-0 at one point with goals from Josiah Joseph and Colonel Samuel before substitute Romario Burke. Romario Burke with 2 goals in the second half to earn them a share of the spoils. Looking at some of the highlights while we await the post-match interview. The first goal coming from Josiah Joseph. And this is some more highlights as we await Romario Burke, the goal scorer, and he will talk with Jovan Revello. This is Miguel Williams teeing up St. Rose. One of the many chances he would have had. St. Rose couldn't get past Spoon Lewis, and this is a goal to send Westford 2-0 up. Cordell Samuel with a 2-0 lead. And then here is St. Rose again. Better save, a brilliant save from Poon Lewis. Westford having the better of the exchanges in the first half. In the second half, this is Burke. This is the first goal. Not sure if it is credited to Burke, but I'm sure that he got the last touch of it for the 2-1. He pulled back one. And this is a chance he could have scored a second one earlier. Cummins with a shot and a brilliant save from Katibi. And here comes the equalizer from Burke. Came on in the second half.
Romario Burke, Port of Spain. Yeah.
So let's go to the interview with Jovan Revello and the double goal scorer, Romario Burke.
I'm here with Romario Burke. Romario, can you tell me what were the instructions that coach gave you when you came on this evening?
To be honest, none. He just sent me out there. I played under him already couple of seasons ago with same Central, so he know what I can do. Reason I was on the bench, fitness, but I just want to thank God for keeping me mentally strong to come back out here again.
You didn't know about the first one, but can you tell me about the second goal? How did it feel to get that?
It was a good feeling. That's just to show never give up. Because, the first one was much easier than the second one. So, I never give up. I continue going, and I got it.
Does this make a case for you coming into the starting lineup in the next match?
Well, yes. Fitness-wise, yes. That's the reason I'm on the bench. Fitness-wise, it's been 2 years, 2 hard, long years. No football, it's just a pleasure to be back out here again.
How does it feel to earn your team a share of the points this evening?
It's a great feeling.
Thank you very much. Congrats.